Hey, Posty TV here, Trav. So, been busy down the shed, making a big mess of the shed. Got a few projects on the go. So, we've got the Ct90 1968 rat rod build still going. I'll just show you what we're up to with that one. Had a little distraction along the way with another build, and just fix up a few other bits and pieces. So, I'll go through the shed with you and show you what I'm up to. So, we'll start with the Ct90 1968 build. So this one's been good fun. There's been a few challenges along the way. The thing was, I spoke to you guys and girls about the new wheels I got. They've been great, but they didn't quite fit the way. Well, they didn't fit straight on, so I had to do a bit of work with them. I had to, with the front wheel, I had to just machine out a bit of the drum brake. It wasn't fitting, so it was just the outside part of it. Get over here. So where this sort of runs over this lip, on the outside of this, it was just scraping, just enough to be annoying. So I ended up sort of machining that down. Had to get this hub sent from the States because I couldn't find one in Australia. The bike didn't have it. Got new cables for both of them. I rebuilt the front end, so all the bushes, you can see the shiny new grease nipples, all the bushes and felt sort of grease covers and caps and stuff like that's all been redone, new bolts. So that's made it a lot better. It's really stiff in the front end. Moves freely. Had to sort of make a spacer here to make it fit. I still have to make, there's an arm that goes from here. There's another, there's a bolt hole there. There's an arm that goes from there to there that I don't have. So I'll try and source one, but I might have to make one, which is not a really big deal. Still need to work out the headlights around. One of the good guys from the Posty TV, or Posty Brisbane guy and Posty TV, Jim, he's offered to make up a 3D printed plate to go there, so I really need to get those measurements off to him. So but as I say, I've been just busy with other bits and pieces. Just aftermarket indicators that fit on the original bars. Again, I'm going to cut this off or keep it because I might go a bigger engine to see how it rides. I've got a few bits and pieces to adjust, but it's getting close with the wiring. So got all the plastics and stuff on there a bit dirty. I need to do like a final clean up and a bit more on the patina with the penetrol. So switch works, lights are on, brake lights, etc. all work. Indicators, got my speedo when it's actually mounted square. And loud horn. So yeah, it's all coming together. Turn that off. We had to get a longer chain because I've got the lift and motor. It's mounted further forward, so standard chain had to be changed. Had to get a different sprocket to fit the older hub. Back wheel needed a fair bit of work actually, so I had to do the same thing, machining that out on only the outside of the hub, but in the inside of the hub to make it fit. I had to machine this because it didn't fit inside with the cush rubbers and bits and pieces. So there was a bit of work with those wheels, but I mean, it looks good with the new wheels, and that sort of makes it that, new engine, new wheels, but it's still got the patina and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's been a bit of work. That's why I haven't done too many videos, but it's sort of getting there. So exhaust, as you can see, been playing with a few different ideas. And let me know what you think. So the original exhaust, I've got the original guard to go on here. There's a bit of damage down there that I can weld up and fix up. I'll probably have to paint the chrome out to black, but keep the original guards. It's quite a larger diameter exhaust compared to the CT110s. So it'll still let the engine breathe a bit. Would be cool to have the same exhaust, but it does foul up with where I've mounted these. I can move these down, which then lets me fit, sorry, I'm going through all the bikes, fit my, where is it, Ct90 tank, but I might have another bike turning up that will fit on. So if I move them, I can mount the original exhaust. So this is where I'm trying to throw up different ideas. So other thing is I've got this awesome exhaust which looks cool as hell, but I need to extend it, I need to weld it and change it, and it's very hard on this bike to have an underslung exhaust. So, you know, saying the exhaust is underslung like that, there's so many things. The stands on this side, unlike the CT90, I say the CT110, you can't change that. It's only on one side, not on both sides. Gears, and then I go on the other side, I've got the kickstart and the brake lever to contend with. So that's sort of ruling that one out. Put that back up. The other one is the one that I've got on now. So this is a pit bike one. It's a larger diameter. It's going to breathe really well. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy moving around so much. And I've got this pipe to go on it, which looks cool. It's got the carbon fibre, which matches the intake. It will sit like that. It is out of the way. I might have to put a heat shield where my lead passes through. It's close to the plastic, so if it gets really hot, it might melt that plastic on me. So I don't know whether I continue with that. I don't like the wrap, the Kevlar or fiberglass wrap on the pipes, because if my leg's going to hit it, it's going to be itchy, and I just don't sort of like that stuff. So that's where I'm at with that. I don't know, sort of throw it up in the air. So if you've got any comments and you want to suggest what you think is the best way for the exhaust, alternatively I just buy an aftermarket pit bike exhaust, but I want this to be cool. My mate Jared from Posty TV's got me a brand new cover for here, the grey fabric cover, so that's going to be awesome. All these wires will tuck up and be inside that cover. Tank, had some issues with that. I did a bit of a repair here, but I still had a weeping fuel issue, so like it must be a pinhole. So I've got this stuff sent in, it's a tank sealer. So I need to clean out the tank, neutralise whatever I put in there so it doesn't flash rust off on me, and then I need to put this seal and leave it for 92 hours. So that's sort of one of the next jobs. Then I can hook up all the fuel lines. Engine does run in this bike, I know it does. I've run it before, just for sort of temporary fuel system. So yeah, it's going to be cool. Can't wait to do it. I love the Springer front end. I know I probably showed you last time, but a bit of a Queensland, Australia touch there. Got the headlight going in. I'm trying to source an LED headlight globe to go in there. The 90 badge, I've got spare one that I have to clean up, put in. Yeah, the chrome rack that goes on top of here, I haven't got that. But I will see what I can do with that one. Yeah, so I think in the CT90, that's where I'm up to, the 68. It's been a good build. It's been a few things that have been like, the tank's been a bit of an issue, the wheels have been a bit of an issue, but it's starting to get there. I've got the, the oil cooler mounted up. The carby, I know it's going to go well with that. The new tube that Jared's got coming for me. Jim's going to help me out with this little bracket up here. Yeah, so we won't keep banging on about that one, but that's where that's up to. So, and then the reason I was a bit delayed on this one is because I got sidetracked with this guy. So this is my Z50J2. I've always wanted one of these. I'm lucky enough to pick one up. It's different, you know, when it started, it had this cool paint job. It had this tank on it and stuff, which I love, but it had damage to it. So I've sort of gone that way. Plastics, I still got a bracket here. I rebuilt the top end, put a 70cc top end on it. Need to work with the gear, and it's a bit tall at the moment. I need to polish up and clean it up. I'd like to sort of take this to a few sort of show and shine things. Change the handlebars. I can see those up on the bench there. They're the originals. These are the ones that adjust and fold down. This has actually got disc brakes, this one. Aftermarket thing, but work really well. I ride this every day. If I go to the neighbours, I jump on this and take it everywhere. Got the headlights, indicators, everything works. Wide. Got a rear rack to go on, so I can do my number plate. That's the next thing, and then that one's done. But as I say, I always wanted one. I got distracted with it. I love it, but yeah, it's almost done now, so it's time to move back onto this one. And then I've had some sort of engines going through. My messy bench, I need to clean the shed up. This is an engine I've just built for one of the guys, Dennis, from Red Bike Adventures. He's a good bloke. He helped us out with a charity build, which is there, ready to go. Or ready to start getting stripped down and painted. Dennis helped us out. He actually helped out a mate with a bike, so we're building this engine. This engine is gonna haul butt. It's only a 55mm piston, high comp though. It has the hottest cam I've ever put in a bike. I don't know where they got the cam done, but he gave me this cam, and I've got a full readout and specs of its performance, and it's hot, so I'm really keen to see how this one goes. 12 volter. Got one of the intakes that I think it's Nathan. If you have any questions on when you want an intake like this, go to ask Jared Wilson on Posty TV. He's got these getting made up especially for us. As you can see, you can fully adjust them to however you want to have them. So I've got one on the 68. I find this is actually too far back, so I can actually move that to that point, which will be better out of the way. I've got it on my Ct90 over here. Sorry, Ct110. Same one. Just helps you change the orientation of your carby so you can make it fit however you want. So hit Jared up if you want one of them. But yeah, Dennis is going to be happy with his engine. New cam chain, new rollers, new tensioner roller, new roller in here, new chain, new O-rings, seals the whole way through, new gaskets, sandblasted head, new valves reseated, new valve seal, cylinder rebored to 55, new ceramic coated piston. It's got a ton of compression and that hot cam, as I say, so be very interested to see how this one goes. So look out for Dennis, any of the local guys riding with him, because he's going to be flying. But yeah, that's about it in the shed. Guys, got a few bikes sitting in here. As I say, I need to do a bit of a tidy up and get some stuff finished. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch up soon. We've got a few things happening with some rides coming up. We've got keep some dates free in June, early June, around the 3rd. There might be a cool ride coming up through the bush. One of those ones we were scouting the other day. So yeah, keep up to date. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.